Page 1. Heidelberg Catechism Question, #86, April 10, 1966, Romans 12. One of the central reforms of the Reformation is that one cannot earn anything by what he does in order to buy a place in God's favor. At the heart of our understanding is the fact that someone else has paid our way. Paul says it this way: you were bought with a price. We cannot buy off God, as the expression goes, to let us in. It is much different. He has laid out the purchase price for us. He has bought us. Now what if you knew that you could pay your own way? Imagine that you could know. Say the Bible set down a list of prices each person had to pay, depending on who he is, since he had comped, his age, and so forth. Each person could know how to pay for his own sins, how to earn the forgiveness and restoration to God's favor which is at the heart of men's troubles. Now I cannot think of a system that would work in the least to cover all the variables of men's desecration and lawlessness, and I cannot think of anything that would begin to give anyone an ounce of satisfaction and comfort that would ease his mind. But imagine one, and I'm pretty sure each of us would go to great lengths to live up to it. We would probably be willing to crawl on our knees to Des Moines, spend every evening in church praying, give half or more of our earnings to the church, bring to others the list of required payments, and so forth. The point is, I think, if we knew we had to pay, we probably would try desperately to do so. I'm sure, had we to pay our own way, we could point to a better record than we now do. That is a better record of actions and accomplishments and services. We would be doing a lot more if we knew we could earn by it than we do now. KNWG, that we have been bought. We are given a new life, given salvation, given a restored relationship to God, given forgiveness. There is a fundamental human truth expressed in the Avis Rent-A-Car slogan: we try harder because they are in second place. If you know you have to go some to get what you want, you will go some. If you have arrived at your goal, you're often inclined to let up. Where do we find the most active Christians? Usually among those churches where people are taught that works can accomplish something. So that which motivates $2 good works gratitude comes off second best. Good works just do not seem to flow out of gratitude like they do out of insecurity. This seems to be a fact of human nature. We can find it in our own family relationships. I often neglect my own parents and brothers and sisters far more than I do friends. I am sure of my family's relationship with me, but not so sure with friends, so I have to do more to show that I like them and seek having in return. The secure relationship often gets neglected, and that is what we have with God. A secure relationship, one that cannot be broken, and somehow out of this security must flow good works. Is the reason good works are not flowing from grateful hearts? Well, as a matter of fact, it is only in such a secure relationship the good works are possible. True, there is something good in kindnesses and helpfulness to others on any level, but the only truly good works are those which have been divorced to the profit motive, those for which we can see no personal gain, those which are predominantly, for that is all we can hope for in this life, selfless and acts of gratitude instead of acts of earning. That which is still trying to pay for something for oneself cannot be a good work in the full sense, nor can that which is done thoughtlessly, IEW/O, an ultimate reason and act that is free-floating to assurance of their faith. Give the more diligence to make your calling and election sure. If you do these things, you will never stumble. Knowledge, self-control, patience, godliness, brotherly kindness, Galatians 5:22, fruit VSB is love, peace, joy, long-suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, meekness, self-control. Page 3. To win others for Christ. Maintain good conduct among non-Zions, so that in case they speak against you as wrongdoers, they may see your good deeds and glorify God on the day of visitation. The possibility of good works inevitable for Zion. For good work is a work of faith. That which is done as a result of faith is a good work. Faith in the person JX, e.g. Two persons in love give a flower equals love though of slight value. Ticket stubs equals valueless but stand for love. God doesn't measure what we do in order to see if it is value no more than is love present when the amps spent is the way to evaluate. Paul equals variety of gifts but one Spirit, varieties of service but one Lord, varieties of working but same G inspires all.